Hello friends, welcome back to your channel Learning More with Prerna. So today I'm back with an important topic and an important video on privatization and the importance of privatization. So friends, when we talk about privatization, there are two other concepts like globalization, privatization and liberalization as well. So today I'll be talking about privatization. When we talk about privatization, it is nothing but making or giving freedom to the private companies or the private sectors to start up the business and to expand the business to the maximum extent as per their convenience, as per their ability. So friends, what is earlier days, what was the economic policy followed by India was it was a closed economy. There was no foreign investment. There was no privatization. Most of the things was government based. Most of the important sectors were government based, where government was the sole ownership. They had the sole ownership. But later on, what happened is when the government found the ability of private companies, or when the private companies proved their ability, government supported them by giving them the freedom that they can start up their business, they can expand it, and they can even go to the international level as well. And government supported them, so even today they are doing that. So friends, when we talk about privatization, it helps us in many ways. Many employment opportunities is created, lot of capital inflows, and many other types of ideas takes place. And we will also develop relationships with n number of foreign countries, and the technology will also increase. So friends, let us talk about some of the importance of privatization. How privatization is important, what does privatization lead to? So when we talk about the privatization, the first importance would be performance. So friends, privatization or private companies, they are highly believing the principle, or they highly believe on the concept called as performance. So there are performance based, or performance motto is the motto is performance, not anything else, right? Development and performance will be their motto. So they'll be performing 100% and they'll prove themselves the best. So that is what used to happen because of privatization, and it is one of the importance of privatization. The next thing would be efficiency. When privatization takes place, the private companies or the private sectors will be in a race, or will be putting full on efforts to prove their efficiency. They'll be proving their efficiency, that they are efficient to take these number of projects, to complete these projects, and to also achieve what the company's goals would be set. The third thing will be goals. So as you know friends, each and every company, each and every small firm will also have certain goals. Some will be having weekly goals, some monthly goals, and some will be having yearly goals. So as you all know, the companies will be having yearly goals, and some companies which are big companies or big investors, they also have 5-year goals, or things like that. So they'll be having certain goals, and they will make sure that these goals will be achieved. Even though they work 24/7, they don't matter, they don't care about it, but they will be goal motivated, they will be motivated towards their goal, and they will try to achieve it. The next thing is capital. This is one of the important thing in privatization. It is really very important. When we talk about capital, where do private people or private sector bring capital from? Where do they get capital from? So in India, you can see many private companies are there. Reliance, Birla. So how are these private companies getting profit? First thing, they have their own capital, and they are having diverse business, so they do get capital, or they do get income from there, which they use as capital. Another thing, they are into share market, and as they have proved themselves good, as they have proved themselves to be a benefit to our nation, the government will also support them, and they also get easy loans by the banks, because they do have the banks do have trust on them and they have proved themselves. So capital will not be an issue for companies or for private sectors. And now the government is also supporting each and every individual to become an entrepreneur with lot of their programs. So capital is no more an issue for privatization. The next thing would be monopoly. So private sector, what happens is they will be having their monopoly of power. For example, there is a CEO in the company and he is the monopoly to take all the major decisions that would be happening in the company or that would be taking place in the whole company, whether it is related to investment, whether it is related to the new projects with some company or a client, or whether it is a diversification of their business. Everything will be dealt with a common man or a common person, that is the CEO, and he would be the monopoly of powers. He is having the monopoly of all the powers. The next and the last importance would be innovative ideas. So when we talk about government people or government sector, what happens is if government is planning to bring in any new technology from a particular country, what happens is the opposition party will bring so many comments. They'll be commenting, they'll be telling that why is the government doing so, and they'll be telling, certain bias will happen and many things will be discussed among the time period. But because to waste the time of the government to take their action. But when we talk about the private companies, they have the sole ownership. They are the, they have their own power. So the innovative ideas, take for an example, if Geo want any technology from Japan, they can get it aram se. If they have capital to invest, if they have money to get it, they can do it, and it does not take any n number of times or n number of days to do so. It's just a project signed and the thing is done. So this will happen when it is a private sector, because they will be, dealing with, they will have certain motto in their mind. They'll be having certain targets, certain goals, certain plans, certain ideas, and they'll be completely focusing on the performance of the company. So friends, let me list out you the importance of privatization. So as I mentioned, performance is an importance, efficiency is an importance, goals is an importance, then capital, monopoly and innovative ideas. So friends, these are some of the importance of privatization. So as you all know, I'll be back with some more important and interesting video very soon. Stay tuned and please do like, share and subscribe to your channel Learning More with Prerna, friends. Thank you. Have a good day.